All right, who's going to be the first one to show up? What a crock of crap. Oh my gosh. Come find me. Where's Waldo? Where is Waldo? Hey, sometimes stuff like this happens. I don't know what happened. Janitor on fire. I don't know. I just don't know. Hey, Bobby. Sorry about that. Kathy. Sorry. Rich. Sorry. Slim. Sorry about that. Playing Fun 42. Jay Jones. Thanks for coming back. AJW. Oh my gosh, retired 2019 280 zone. Sorry. Diane, Bill, sorry. I don't know what happened. Um, it doesn't make sense to me. I really don't know what happened. Um, so where were we? Heard you guys were having a good time without me, huh? Hey, born to retire Astro. I don't know. I'm telling you, you think you got internet connections. I don't know what happened to mine. I went out to check I put that new T-Mobile box in a couple of weeks ago. I think I did the live last week with it, if I remember right. Yeah, because I got it Super Bowl Sunday, so we've done a couple lives with it. Um, hey, Ohio, and I don't really know what's going on with this, but it looked like my internet went out. But when I checked the box, it looked like it was fine, like it was connected. So I checked my phone, and it showed I wasn't picking up Wi-Fi, so it had to have been my internet, my T-Mobile. So I reset the box. And then I went on, and then it's just spinning. It wouldn't let me connect. So the third time, as we say, is the charm, and it finally worked. Ah, gosh, I'm so sorry about that. Yeah. I know Steve had that problem, and a couple other people have had that problem. And I just told my wife, I said, you might win this battle too. I might go back to Cox Internet instead of the stupid T-Mobile. If this happens again, I'll pay the extra money. I don't care anymore. I just, I want service. I don't want to be cheap. I want to be frugal, but I don't want to be cheap. And there's a difference, right? But I mean, I just did a check on I use a Vast, and I'm on the internet right now, and you can see it says your Wi-Fi is fast. Well, that's really not that fast, but it says it's fast, and that's what it's showing me right now, my T-Mobile. So I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to check it one more time so you can see it's running its thing. That's actually pretty slow. So maybe I'm not getting a good connection right now. That could be part of it. Because usually I'm in the 50s, and it's telling me I'm only upload speeds is 22. That's not that fast. So your Wi-Fi is fast. Okay, it's buffering again. I'm good. Really? It's buffering? That's too bad. There must be something going on with the internet. It's flaking out. Okay, because it looks good on my side right now. Pixelated picture. Okay. Hey Theo, I'm having problems here, Theo. I'm having I'm having technical issues, as they say. Yeah, I have to go back and read some of those comments. Hackers. I don't know, man. I don't know. The little fuzzy. Well, let's see what happens. Endorphin Seeker. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while. It's better now. Well, tell me, just yell at me, and if we have to end it, we'll end it. Um, well, I'll tell you what. Um, why don't we, before it ends? Yeah, Mrs. Buzz is downloading recipes. Before we get screwed up again, why don't we do our 0 to 100 Amazon gift card right now? Mrs. Buzz picked the number, so in case we lose you, um, you've been very patient. So let's get this, let's get this going. Um, Microsoft was having issues. I think it was my T-Mobile, to tell you the truth. After this thing, I'll check it out. So 0 to 100. There it is. Jay John's got a 61. Jay John's got a 61. Oh, radio dude, you got beat out again. Sorry. Jay John's got the 61. You guys could check me out and make sure. What did I do with my pen? Oh, there it is. Jay John's. I'll write that down. So you want to, I don't have my board with me, but you want to email me at buzzretirementgarage at gmail.com. Thank you, 280 Zone. Appreciate that. Yeah, got that out of the way because I don't know how long this is going to work out. Don't check out, it's working. Okay, that's good. Giving it back to Buzz. Let's do it again. All right, let's wait a few minutes. We will do it in probably. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate that. I'm going to write down a different number and let's give it some time. Give it another minute here. Where's Captain Billy? I didn't see him. Hey, Trey. Where's Captain Billy? I didn't see him. All right, hold back, Trey. Hold back. Better on the laptop than it was on my phone. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know. It's every once in a while. Thank you, Jay, again. Every once in a while, it seems like something happens, right? Yeah, Vicky, you're going to take a whole month to celebrate. Oh, there's Captain Billy. Oh, you are behind me. I wanted to do that to Steve so bad at Steve's retirement corner. If you watch his videos, he sits in front of that grill and you see the road behind him. I keep telling Mrs. Buzz, I want to. Why am I getting a phone call? I wanted to sneak up behind him, just pop my head up over the grill, look left, look right, and then go back down. I think that would be funny. Yeah, Vicky's trying to get the whole month to celebrate her birthday. I don't think that's legit, is it? I don't think that's really legit. But what do I know? No, she didn't kick me out of the library. Where you been? Where you guys been? Yeah, your rules. Okay. uh, okay. So where are we at? I'm so discombobulated right now. I get a little bit crazy about some of this stuff. When the internet doesn't work or something happens, I get nuts because you're paying money for it. And yeah, I don't expect it to work all the time. I mean, you'll get glitches here and there, but not when we're doing our lives. That's just wrong. All right, let me see what everybody's talking about. Oh, I was sending out gift cards to everybody on the feed. You know, someday, when Captain Billy gives me 6 good numbers, I will and I will dedicate and tell you right now, I will dedicate if I win, a decent amount of money, I will give everyone on here, which is documented, I think. Some of you are just lurkers. That's fine. But I will give you about 25% of what I get. I will share with you guys. Now we'll have to keep it under income tax rules and all that. So what did we say last week or week before? Is it 10,000 or 15,000 for income tax for gift tax? Yeah, 102 found me. 126 found me again. And I apologize. You don't have to buy my love, huh? Cash, absolutely cash. That's the only way to go, Jerry. Yeah, exactly. Thumbs up for the club's perseverance. Third time's the charm. 144 came back. Let's see if we get any more. I think we had 146 when we petered out here. So I guess we'll just pretend like it didn't happen, right? Thank you, Nancy. You can only accept up to 10K. Okay, so we'll cap you at 10K. But if you have a brother, sister, spouse, or something, we could probably give them a little too, right? It's per person, I think, right? A bunch of bloodhounds. Oh, yeah. Hey, Steve, how you doing? I know, Steve. It's crazy. You're one live a couple. Well, you had the camera issue to one time, then you had the internet. Something was going on, and now I thought, geez, I should be fine. I've never had really. I don't remember having a big problem. This time really took the cake, though. This is crazy. Can't keep you away. I was looking at the stats last week. Last week's live, I was looking at the stats, and I could have swore I ended it at about 1:15, and it shows that it went for one. There was 9 people staying on for an hour and 45 minutes. Is that possible when I close it out? That you guys can stay on there? Does it work that way, or is that a glitch in the YouTube algorithm or something, or data statistics, I should say? You got a clear picture now? Good, Theo. Thank you. Are we going overtime? We're going to go as long as people are here. How about that? And I got my antivirus jumps up. Okay. Don't go, King Wicked One. Seems like it from tonight's events. Yeah. A certain number of us fell asleep. I'm sorry. I really am sorry. But I know, old radio dude, you were having fun. I saw a couple comments. I couldn't say anything. I could have typed something, but I was reading all the comments. They were kind of interesting. So Nancy's making tacos. Cool. I just had an ad pop up. Okay, and I can't see that. Like I said before, normally I see if the ads pop up. So last week, the channel made $9.45. So we didn't have the ads on. So like I was saying before, we got rudely interrupted twice. I want to see how this, with the ads on, how it's going to compare to the ads off. Now I turn the ads on after our live, so I do get some people watching afterwards, of course, and I want to see if the 144 make a difference. If we get see if it's only a few dollars, then we're not going to do ads anymore. But if it's 10 or 15 bucks or something, then we can maybe do a couple gift cards per session instead of just the one. So we'll see how it goes. 7 p.m. Central. Well, it's 7 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, you should get the ads right. Social Security called me last week to let me know my Medicare card is on the way. Now, be careful about that, endorphin seeker. I've never heard anybody from Social Security call anybody to let them know that their Medicare card is on the way. So just be careful. I'm not saying it's not legit, but be careful. You had an ad invasion? No, Nancy, actually, it's good for the income if you have premium, YouTube Premium. I do get a cut of that. You just had the ad, okay. Diane from Marblehead, how you doing? I was just looking at Catawba. They're still out catching walleye, huh? I can't believe those people are still out there on the ice. I just can't believe that. Ads are only a few seconds before you skip. Right, that's what I do to everybody else too. I'll be fair. I don't watch them all the way through normally. When did I start my channel, Barbara? I started it in December of 2023. So I've had it for over a year. It's been fun. It's been interesting. Let me tell you. End of year YouTube income 345 if you keep it up. Got bad news this week. Thinking of quitting my part-time job. Oh, Angela, that's too bad. I wish you the best. He called to make sure I know I have to pay for Part B as I'm still working. Well, they didn't ask you to send a check anywhere or anything, right? I just never heard Social Security calling people, but not to say that they don't, but they never called us. When Mrs. Buzz got hers a couple years ago and I got mine in January, nobody called us. We got everything in the mail. Now, again, I'm not saying that that's not legit. I would just be careful. Born to Retire, Mrs. Buzz and yourself must be great cooks. So I did a video on all the books. So if you want to go back and take a look at that, you can see what kind of crazy books we have here. I got a lot of it was some good comments there too, because one shelf had all the bowls, um, the whole bowls, uh, Buddha bowls. We had a bunch of books about bowls. There was some funny comments about that. You know, I was just gonna say, I should just call you Astro, right? Because I think of the Jetsons, right? So, Born to Retire Astro. If you guys get a chance, and especially if you're into astronomy, check out Born to Retire Astro. He's been around. He's changed his channel name, but check him out. He uses a Sea Star telescope in his backyard in Illinois and or Indiana. I thought it was Illinois. But and he doesn't eat clams or mussels. He doesn't know what they are. He calls them all squid. So if you get a chance, check out his channel. But I was just going to say, because Vicky even alerted me that Friday, yesterday, we were supposed to have all that planet alignment again. And man, it was raining. And then today it's cloudy. And I just haven't had a chance to look at the skies. Still good ice on the lakes and the Canadian. Oh, you're going next week? Oh, let us know how that works. Yeah, added insulation. That's right. Except, well, that one wall right there. This wall here is to the outside. This wall is to another bedroom, so it doesn't work too well. Hey, Jefferson City, Missouri. How you doing? I've been watching a lot of the reruns of Friends. How you doing? starting to talk like Joey now. Diva D still working. That's all right. Hey, stack that money. Your Medicare card is on the way, but we need we need a dollar transfer, money transfer. That's right. Saw your Social Security recap. I'm here to tell you all about not canceling cable and all those lobsters you're eating. Yeah, I know. I didn't eat any lobster though. Yeah, Theo, check him out. He's a very good speaker. Does a very good job on the channel. Um, he should be getting more views than he's getting because it's. But when you're getting into astronomy, there's only so many people that it's kind of a smaller niche, I guess. But it's still really good. You guys are all getting calls on the Social Security thing, huh? We haven't had any. All beef in cornfield country. That's right. Looking for the smelt to begin running. Yeah. So in Rocky River, we get we have the steelhead coming up, and then we have what they call suckers, or like a carp. They got the lips actually are down more because they're just sucking off the bottom of the river. And then we get the smallmouth bass will come up, and then summertime it's mostly some smaller bass when the water's real warm, smaller bass and the carp. That's all it's in there. Yeah, the bathroom, Captain Billy, one nail at a time. One nail at a time. Hey, Brian from Richmond, Virginia. Eagles trying to get Myles Garrett. You know what? Eagles might get him. The Browns keep saying they're not going to move him, but he's going to get moved. Trust me. I mean, why would you want a disgruntled player in your clubhouse? Um, I just don't see it. I just don't see it. And he doesn't want to have a restructure his contract. He's come out and said that. So I just don't see it. He's going to be gone. No, I'm not charging any tariff. Not yet, anyway. No one, one who smelled it dealt it. Well, you're on tonight, Captain Billy. You're on. We missed you in the first part of last week. Well, most of us, anyway. I never received a phone call from Social Security, but insurance companies. Yeah, insurance companies will call you for sure. Hey, the Fates Lieutenant, how you doing? Yeah, the insurance companies will definitely call you, but I'd be careful when someone represents as a government agent or somebody calling from the government. You worked in the industry for many years, have a big problem throttling down service and monetizing service. I retire a few years in Quebec City. Love what you do. I thank you, Papa. Papa, I like that name. I haven't said that one. I can't even Papa Vos mansplain. I might need a lesson. Linnell Jackson or Jansen. No, we are not back. Nope. We're still gone. Most of us have left the building a long time ago. Just ask Captain Billy. We're going to start to see the Brutalist movie. No, I have not seen the Brutalist. No. What's that about? Do not encourage the pirate. he needs no encouragement. Trust me. All right, 165 people here. So we're going to do 0 to 100 for an Amazon gift card, $25. We had someone give it back. So let's do it again. 0 to 100 in case we lose connection again. And I got to apologize again. It's crazy. And of course, we haven't had an issue since. Isn't that amazing? So 0 to 100 for a $25 Amazon gift card. Those of you have never seen this before, that's what we do on Saturdays. We try to do one, sometimes two. Frequent winners, sometimes give it back, but you don't have to. Hey, no mo, no mo, no mo, no mo, 68, no mo. You guys, check me out. I think no mo got it. I believe no mo got that one. Check me out. In case there's a lag here. Okay, good. You got it. Now you got my email, buzzretirementgarage at gmail.com. Make sure you no more. Make sure you email me so I can get that out to you. It might take me a few days depending on how lazy I am. And I'm pretty lazy, so you never know when that's going to happen. All right, did anybody check me out to make sure he was the only one? Where's my 280 zone? Just want to make sure, because if I do miss it, as I've said repeatedly, if I do miss it, and we have another person who guessed it, all right, thank you, 280 zone. If another person guesses it, we will do too. I'm certainly not gonna penalize anybody out there for my mistake. So, all right, thank you, Diva. So make sure you email me. I appreciate that. My phone is behind, but that's okay. Oh, sorry. You're checking me out? Okay. Well, it's your birthday month. You can do whatever you want. And thank you, Jay, and Mo, no Mo, you need to thank Jay for giving it up in the first round, in case you didn't know that. So give him a thank you. Sorry, I took a bite of ribs. I had to wipe my fingers off. I noticed you were a little bit behind. Henry USA, no one cares, boomer. Oh, I think a lot of people do care. But that's your opinion, and that's cool. That's cool. Hey, Cartoon Mark, I just saw something you had on your channel about there were some cats or something. I didn't get. I kind of passed through it, and I'm sorry, but I haven't caught up with everybody. Um, hey, Junior O'Leary, I haven't heard from you in such a long time. Um, Man, where have you been? I hope you got our Christmas card. I hope you got that. You're always an upbeat person. You're always in a good mood. Don't even think like that because boy, I can turn on a dime. Trust me. If you wrong me or I feel I just like I think I told you guys we talked about Lou Ferrigno. Remember the Green Man, the Hulk? Because my wife always said he's going to turn into the Green Man. Be careful. But that was when I was working. So that's one of the good things about not working is that stress is gone. What's there to bitch about? What's there to complain about? Now, I know people do. Um, Old people do, but not me. Hey, Doug Higgins, how you doing? You're newly retired too in Ontario. We've got quite a few from up north, and I appreciate you being here. I tuned in and tuned out, tuned in again, so I have no idea what I won. Well, you won a new car. No, 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 no. I better not say that. A $25 Amazon gift card. So email me and you will get that. I will send that out to you. Give me a couple days. I might do it today, tomorrow, Monday. We'll see. They're starting to use AI with YouTube protocol. When in Texas, oh boy. I know you don't tell us what's your name, but can you tell us how long you've been called Buzz? I said no. Even though it's your birthday month, Vicky, I'm not going to tell you. Just remember, it's not about an electrician. I get that a lot. You're an electrician, and not Buzz Lightyear. I have nothing to do with the movie. Yeah, I no, it's not. It's not being angry. It's just being. Cuban. I can be firm. I can be firm about certain things, but fair. I'm a very fair person. I really am. And I told you guys, I did HR in a plant, a union plant of we had about 75 people, and we had issues all the time, and I learned from them actually, and I had some people that basically kept me in check. I worked with some of the people long enough that they would sit me down and say, "Hey, I didn't like, I think you were out of line there. I think you crossed the line here." And I learned, so I think I'm a lot better over 20 years of HR type activities that I've learned a lot. So I'm not an expert, but yeah, life is too short to be angry. That's right. A Maserati. No, I didn't get the Maserati. I don't know where Dwayne gets that idea that I can afford a Maserati. He's got more. He's got more money than me. I can tell you that right now. He was what, back to 533. He started out at 548, and he's down to 533. So he's doing really good. Georgia Tech, yeah, the Fates Lieutenant. This hat is a Georgia Tech. I think it says that somewhere. I don't know. Maybe on the back. It does say Georgia Tech. You're right. And I found this hat in the Atlanta airport when I was passing through going somewhere. I don't know where the hell I was going. But I saw the hat and I just thought, oh, that's pretty cool. I picked that up. My wife met Lou Ferrigno at Autorama. Thought she was in. The Autorama is still open. We have a drive-in theater that's still open and still gets crowded, and I think that's great. I would say buzz cut, but is baldish. Right. I am baldish. That's a good word for it, actually. Saw a sign that says 3 weeks until spring. That's great. Union HR, wow, would never do that. It was actually pretty good. It was. I'm telling you, it was the things I learned, and when they would close my door, come in and close my door, because I had an office in the hallway, because I wanted to be. I had an office in like, I don't know what do you want to call it, but in the office, general office area. But then the quality manager quit, and I took her office out in the hallway because I wanted to be with the people. And then, of course, during COVID, I basically took the door off, and people would come in, go out. But once we put the door back on, people would come in, they would close the door, and I'm telling you, if I didn't have 2 boxes of Kleenex, because I heard stories, and there's so many things that I know about these people that I would never ever ever repeat. And that's one thing they liked about me is they could tell me about their day, tell me about their sorrows or problems, so that I understood what they were going through. And I think that's important because people go through a lot of crazy stuff. I mean, crazy stuff. 10 robins. I only saw one robin so far. The snow's mostly gone. Dwayne is a champion for retiring on 500. Yeah, he's doing good. You like watching Dwayne and his Ravens? Yeah, I love that area he's in. Huh? Is that nice? Yeah, and he's making a killing on the YouTube too, and he needs it because I don't think he's taking Social Security. He's making, like, I think his update today was, am I wrong by saying 2,100? Now some of that's going to the fire. I think like 350 or four is going to the fire. His sister-in-law. They're not married. His girlfriend and him are not married, but he calls her his sister-in-law because they've been together for over 20 years or something. He said today, and that's good. But he's making a real good uh, income on YouTube. A lot more than me, I can tell you that. I have a hat too. Nobody calls me LA. Interviewed for plant manager at Union Shop, ran away after talking to a few worker bees. Paul, what was interesting was the biggest issues we had was about the contract, because contracts are a lot of contracts are copied from General Motors or Chrysler back then, or Ford, and they kind of just, because they're all UAW, at least in my case, and they basically copy a bunch of stuff and then delete a bunch of stuff, and it's the it's the black and white. If it's not black and white, you have an issue, because Joe will read it this way, Buzz will read it this way, and we'll come up with two different conclusions. So one of the first things we did was make sure that the contract, when we went through it together, and what does this mean? What does this mean? What does this mean to you? What does it mean to me? And we structured it so that everything was clear. So yes, company, you're in violation. Very easy to see. Or no, company, you're not in violation. So grievances, handwritten grievances by UAW members, went from, I think they were a small company, but I think one year we had like 60. And I got it down to where I think we went 4 years without a grievance, zero. So, I mean, we worked things out, and they were a great, great, great crew. I actually miss them because they were some good workers and good people. Who is Dwayne? Lisa, retire early 500K Dwayne. He's up in the hills in LA County, I think. Um, Beautiful. He's got a lake out there, and he overlooks the lake. It's just a beautiful area. Hey, Todd, how you doing? Yeah, he's going to delay until he's 67. Yeah, he definitely will have to delay. Hey, Todd, I just saw your recent video, and I'm not going to talk about it here. But yeah, I want to comment on there. Matter of fact, I'm going to check, see if I have your email. I'd like to correspond with you over your last video, if you don't mind. Your sister lives in Huntsville. You guys sure have some crazy weather. Hey, Joseph. Oh, you got back from Florida, 70. So now you're sunny today here. So you're lucky. You went from Florida to the 70s. Oh, that's good. Took a full-time teaching position. I just like to say the name Kissimmee. Yeah, Joseph, that's yeah, you're lucky. You were down there for a little while, right? In down in Florida. And you're from Virginia or West Virginia? Virginia or West Virginia? I can't remember. I think it started with a W or a V. Mine was all FAA workers. They withheld how-to details. They didn't trust management. Yeah, that's why what's nice is when you promote from within, because we had setup operators. We would make metal stampings, and we had setup operators who we hired as supervisors. So if they got a bunch of workers or a few workers at Ohio, okay, Joseph, I thought you were West Virginia. I don't know why. I get everybody confused. Yeah, but we had some workers who, if they would refuse to do something or just be a little bit nuts on a certain day, we had people who could step in and supervisors who could train and step in and get the job done. So, and we always tried to promote from within. Now, the FAA, it's a little different, um, probably a lot different, probably more strenuous training and a lot different. 336 days to retirement, then teaching part time. Yeah, that's one of the things. I don't know if I was talking to you or somebody else, but it's probably better to, and I think it was you I was talking to. Um, it's probably better to, if you're going to take a job after you retire, to do it without missing a beat. I think that's the best way to go. Don't miss a beat, just go from one to the other. Because once you get out there and you get that every day where the alarm clock's not ringing and you don't have to run around and you really don't want to go back, not unless you really have to. Yeah, it's better just to do a seamless transition into from full-time to part-time work. I'll just say that. When are you going to show us Ohio? When it warms up? Man, it's still cold around here. Yeah, I was kind of hoping. Oh, you had a Rich says we had a massive fire last week. SPS systems were destroyed. Mad fasteners for aerospace industry. 60 to 70 fire. Where'd that go? Message got retracted. Okay. Don't know who did that or why, but you had a big fire, huh? So hate to have you type that again. I don't know why. For some reason, it's retracted from. I can't see it. Worked for Norwalk Company a few years ago. Okay, I never heard of them. Oh, Rich retracted his message. Okay, all right, that's fine. I just want to make sure nobody is, uh, inadvertently hitting it or something. Yeah, time does fly fast, and I'm probably going to do a video. How many OSHA 10-hour training in your career, and how much do you miss them? Uh, I actually got certified as an OSHA trainer probably 10 years ago, and then it expired. I think if you didn't redo it, it expires, and I didn't re-up it. But yeah, I'll tell you what, there's some good things about it, but like everything with government, if you ever saw the OSHA book, it's this thick. I mean, this thick, single spaced, and most of it is good stuff. Don't get me wrong, but some of it, man, they just throw crap in there like it just stump. Just it's there's no company that can do it all. I'm telling you. If I was an OSHA inspector, I could find something in every single company. I guarantee it, based on that book. Made fasteners for aerospace industry owned by subsidiary of Berkshire Hathaway. 60. Oh man, that did it shut down somebody, because that's the big problem if it shuts somebody down. Remember the tidal wave in uh, what year was that? 2013, when they had the tidal wave and they shut down Japan. It shut down companies in Thailand, I think, in Japan, and some other companies. I think Honda got hit hard and Toyota got hit hard. Um, yeah, because they only had one place where they were making stuff. And once that factory goes down, it's like the whole system shuts down sometimes over just one part, because you can't, it's a specialized part. Hey, Carlos, how you doing? Who was your favorite Browns player? I tell you what, the guy who I think played with the heart and soul um, was Ernest Biner, and I feel so sorry for him the way his career ended with the fumble in 80, 88, 87, 86, somewhere in there. That guy had a heart of gold, and man, that's having that fumble. That's got to be tough to live with even today. Hey, Buzz, this is Kevin. How was that Kevin's dish you bought from Costco? It was good. And they don't have a lot of junk in it. I think it was the Thai chicken or something like that. One of them. It was really good. We really liked it. Indonesia. Yeah, maybe, yeah, Indonesia, right. But I think Japan, there was other countries affected by that, if I'm not mistaken, because I remember they shut down a lot of auto plants, and it affected the United States as well, just over a couple parts. Brian Sipe, yeah, Brian was good. Yeah, for a short little guy, hundreds out of work. I can't imagine they'll rebuild. The buildings are very old. Company founded in 1903. Wow, that's not good. I should probably look that up. When did that happen? Lyle Alzado. Lyle Alzado was a drug addict. That's the problem. He was steroids and all kinds of stuff, and that ended his life early, and that's too bad. Kevin Mack, but he was a cokehead. That's the problem. And Doug Deacon was great too, number 73. That's right. Sports talk. I know Captain Billy. Suburban Philly. I'm gonna have to look that up, Rich. You stopped working to raise children, then homeschool, and then my mother. Yeah, now that's still a job. The FTM 22. That's still a job. Actually, it's a big job. Hey, Boat and Charlie, how you doing? You live in Quakertown, a nuclear plant. Yeah, right. They got flooded in Japan. That's right. The dog that got loose on the field. Yeah. Oh, last week. I got to look that up. I did not see anything. Of course, I probably wouldn't see it on local news here, of course. But some of the news channels I watch, I didn't see anything about it. I'm going to have to look into that. Doing a repair in a plant, OSHA regulations made my job hard. And again, I'll tell you, there's things in there that are really, really good. Um, they really are. So no matter what you say, there's some stuff that really helps save lives and saves arms and legs too. Trust me. Into 2004, was it that far back? What are you doing? Googling all this stuff? Oh, the kissing bandit. That was Cincinnati, wasn't she? Yeah, I think the Indians or Guardians now they call them. What do I have? Guardians? Or do I have Indians? I don't know what I got. What does it say? It just says Cleveland? Maybe it just says Cleveland. But is that the logo for the Guardians? That could be the Indians. I think they started too. So that's right. Your mother did pass in November 2023. Yeah, I remember you were saying that. Anyone hear of The Villages? Isn't that a movie, a spook movie or something? Like a horror movie? OSHA trainers make good coin doing part-time work to community colleges offering that training. Yeah, let me tell you, there's a guy, and this is not everybody's gonna be involved in this, but the guy that there was a guy that it was called the state of Ohio puts out OSHA onsite is what it's called in the state of Ohio, and basically they supposedly have the same rights or they follow the same rules as OSHA, but they'll write you up and you have to report back. And if you don't fix your things, then they turn them into federal OSHA. And the guy was telling me, and state of Ohio employees, you can see how much they make. All you got to do is punch in their name and you see what their salary is. And this guy was making good bucks and he was working 2 days a week. He said it would take two outings, and then it would take 2.5 days to write the reports. So he was driving somewhere twice a week and he was making decent money. Let's put it that way. I was actually kind of jealous. You Gallardians. Nope, Florida senior. Noreen, what are your thoughts? Bathroom will get done whenever. Just remember, I'm like microscopic on everything. Everything has to be perfect for me. So it just takes me a while. And I've gotten lazy in retirement. I don't know about you guys, but I just I have really gotten lazy. Um I should probably do a video about that too. I just am not the same, 100-mile-an-hour person. Not even close anymore. I know Steve on his channel says he takes days off. Um, but I think I might have 1 or 2 days on. Morgana, the Kissing Bandit. Alex Rosen busted an OSHA guy one time. I don't know who Alex is. Is that part of BPP certification? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what BPP is. But actually, there's a there's an ISO requirement. Well, it could be ISO or TS 16949 or whatever the new language is out there now. Um, because we were audited by an automotive plant up from Mexico, and they said, "Do you have your ISO 1822.15 certificate?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about? I've never heard of it before." So there's all these little groups because everyone's got their hand out. You got AIAG. They've got a whole big thing where everything costs $5,000 if you want a book of this or a book of that. Anybody in manufacturing knows what I'm talking about. It's a game. It's a real game. Took me 15 years to install Windows. At the rate I'm going, it's probably I'll have to redo the bathroom once I get it done. Yeah, Paul, you're exactly right. That boss, every time I look at that boss in the mirror, I say, "Boss, can I have a coffee break?" He always says yes. And he doesn't tell me how long I can take for a coffee break. So I take advantage of it. And I'll hide from him too. Need to set time. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know, Jim. You're right. You got to set that goal. But it's so nice in retirement not to have to do that. I mean, we did that for 40 stinking years. You know what? It's our time now. We don't feel like doing it. We're not doing it. Eventually we get cranked up a little bit. We'll go and we'll get it done and move on to the next project. And that's where I think for me, that's what happens. If I see projects stacking up, then I get it like I get a little antsy, like, oh, I got to get this done because here comes another one or two. So I don't like when something stacks up on me. That's when I'll actually get motivated. Okay, so you guys are talking about the villages. Anything you miss about working except the money? I'll tell you what, not really. I got to be fair. I mean, the people were cool, of course, but It's been over a year now, so you know, the relationships are not there anymore. No, I mean, I've stopped in a couple times and hey, how you doing? But it's not the same. And but I no, I really don't miss anything. To tell you the truth, I really don't. I don't miss the drive. I don't miss the stress. I don't miss the all the stupid things that happen. I don't miss the company was in flux. I won't get into all the details because it's private matter. It's a private company, so it's not a public company. So I won't divulge any secrets. At the level position I was in, I could say talk about secrets, but I won't because I have some. But they were discombobulated a bit, and so I don't miss any of that stuff, not at all. No, when I had pizza, you might have missed it. I had pizza. Um, we went to Giovanni's, and I haven't ordered pizza since October. We haven't had pizza out, and it was $65 for a large. The gluten free only comes in one size, right? And then 10 wings. It was $65. So that's why we don't go out too much to get pizza. Hey, Dashing Wombi, how you doing? Is your bathroom ISO and OSHA? Yes, it will. ISO and OSHA compliant. It sure will be. My wife takes pity on me and makes me do lists. Yeah, she'll give me lists and stuff just as a reminder because I'm forgetful. At least that's how I. Well, you never told me that. Yeah, I did. Here's the list. Free coffee? Where? Link my group, but otherwise, nope. Yeah, I liked your group. Yeah. So Dashing Wombi, Wombo, how you doing? Buzz's Circle now. That's right. Are you getting beat up over a P&L? Yeah. Yeah, homemade pizza is good, yes. And Dave Gass, he's got a channel here too. He's got one of those nice fancy pizza ovens. I'm hoping he'll get a new one, so he'll sell me that one. Because if I buy one, it's going to be a used one. You still thinking about a part-time deal, Jerry? Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I get emails from the headhunt, not headhunters, but temp services, and they always send me like Brunswick today. They need a worker for $18 an hour, and they don't go into details what it is or anything, but to call them. So I get those every once in a while, and I wouldn't mind being a day worker. Um, I wouldn't mind maybe. It's after 8:30, and I think we're buzz after dark. Yeah, I'll go another about 7 minutes here. Still got 154. Now, probably half of those 154 are snoozing or doing something else, maybe just listening. Where did you live paying 65 for pizza and wings? In near Cleveland, a suburb of Cleveland, Ohio. All these places. Yeah, Little Caesars is an option. But I don't know if they have gluten free. Last I checked, they didn't. And I can't come home with a big fat pizza and Mrs. Buzz got nothing but crackers and crumbs. What's wrong with the Twilight Zone? You doing okay? That's good. I know you had some hospitalization too, and some different things going on, and you were like the Beatles. They said you were dead or something. I know, crazy stuff. Yeah, not being on call is right. No, I don't. Me and Mrs. Buzz were talking about gig work, Dashing Wombo, and I just thought about it, and I follow a couple people. And I don't know. Sometimes, like the one guy, he just got pulled over in a school zone. That could ruin a productive week. 7 minutes can you spare? Hey, I'll go all night. Hey, see you, Barbara. No snoozing, huh, Carl? How about Antonio's on Snow Road? Um, Trying to think if I've ever had that because MTD was on West 130th and Snow, and that's where I worked. And I'm trying to think where Antonio's was. You know where that little breakfast place is? What was that called? It was a small. It's probably still there. I think it is on Snow. Um, it was like $1.99 breakfast. Man, we used to go there all the time. Little Caesars isn't pizza. It's tough. Domino's, forget it. Forget it. We won't eat Domino's. No, love the Twilight Zone. I love the Twilight Zone. I watch it every night at 11:30, 12:30. I'm sorry. I watch it at 12:30. Goes off about 12:35 after Perry Mason. Goes off about 1:05 a.m. Then I go to bed. What's GF? Is it dirty? No, it's just got different stuff. I didn't know if I could keep listening because of your bad language. The W word. A lot of people consider just food grocery delivery for gig work. I do real estate photography for gig work, a lot easier. Oh, okay. I didn't even know that. Dashing. I didn't know that you were doing the photography. Going back to watch Babylon 5. Okay, we'll see you. Yeah, we're going to be checking out of here in about 3 minutes. Yeah, you too loved it. Yeah, I thought you did. Yeah, Twilight Zone's great, man. There's some. I tell you what, that show was before its time, and it just just was really great. Oh, the W word is work. Thanks, Bill. Hey, sometimes we got to do what we got to do. It's not a bad word. It really isn't. It's something that may have to be done by some people. Maybe me. If the YouTube gig doesn't work out real well, then I want to get some extra money because I was telling you guys, I got steps. They fell apart on me. I got to get that done. The bathroom was already booked, but when I before I retired, believe it or not, I had money put away, so I was good with that in the shed. But I've got cost overruns now on the bathroom. Not much, but we'll see what happens there. But I got the steps to do. I want to put siding on my garage. I do that myself, but that's going to cost some money. And there's always going to be something going on. So um, I'd like either a part time or keep the YouTube going. I think that would be. I think that would be a way to go. I can't see myself going back to work, but if I had to, I mean, I know I could do it. I'm still young enough. I'm still agile enough to get out there and do the work. Maybe in a few years I won't be, but for right now, I think I can. Oh yeah, there's plenty of jobs, Jerry, in my area. Yeah, like I said, the headhunters. I keep saying headhunter. The temp service keeps sending me emails or texts. They'll say they need. It's like a day to day thing. If a company calls up and says I need 5 workers to do some kind of packaging or something, they just get day labor, and that's what I want. I just want day labor. I'll work 1 or 2 days a week as day labor. Make a couple $100 a week. That would be fine. Gets me out of the house, and I have a couple of good Italian places close by. Yeah, that's good. This Giovanni's, I really like it. I should have showed it to you. All right, Diva, thank you. If you go back to work, take us with you. I'll show you around. Lou Manotti's Pizza in Indy. Yeah. No, I'm gonna keep the Jay. I'll keep it going. I definitely ageism is real though. No, that's true. But in this area, um, they trust me. I know I did it when I was hiring, bringing in temp workers. You take what you take what you can get. So, um, and there's still a lot of work around here. I mean, we have 2 big Amazon places that have thousands and thousands of workers. You can always get a job at Amazon, and they pay. I heard the average pay is 22. Now it's full time. I don't want full time. Um, I could look into part time there, and it's not too far from me to tell you the truth. The one warehouse, that's always an option too. Everybody's got an Amazon near them, practically. It seems like. Hey, not good at anything. How you doing? You installed your mailbox. You guys got a not good at anything. Bill, he told me he spent $600 on a mailbox. I said, "What the hell?" And it's actually like a commercial where it has like six or seven boxes all connected in one thing. And I was like, "Man, was that box plated in gold or what?" $600. But he did a short on it, and I finally got to see what it was. What type of work did an 18-year-old Buzz want to do? Um, Actually, I went to school for a short time to join the police force. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. And I was taking courses in police administration, and there was another course I was taking, and I was trying to work at the same time 10 hours a day, and I would not refuse overtime. Um, I kept working all the overtime I could. So it got rough when I was young. It got rough to go to school and do the 10-hour shifts. Now, like I said, a lot of people do it. I couldn't do it. And so I quit halfway through and just never went back to it and just kept on working. I'd be happy to tell you more about how to get into the real estate photography. Yeah, okay. That's something that's interesting. But I know on the Facebook groups, Um, they always complain about people standing out in front of their yards taking pictures, and they want to sick the dogs on them and all kinds of stuff. So I don't know, but I can run fast, so maybe it'll work. Excuse me, maybe it'll work out. Uh, did Mrs. Buzz work? Yes, she worked until we had our first child in 1985, and then she stayed home and was a volunteer for the schools for years and years and years afterwards. And now that volunteering positions are now called paraprofessionals or something, and they actually pay them. So there's no more volunteers, I guess. But whatever. I wish she would have got paid back then, putting up with all those school kids. But she really liked it. I've looked for work, but they want full time. Yeah, that's the problem. Exactly. They don't want. A lot of people don't want just part time. That's a big issue. They want full time people. If they're going to spend the money on hiring you and all everything else, they want you to be full time. And right, um, you might not want to do that. Buzz is the fuzz. Yeah. Well, I never got to be the fuzz, but a notary public. Yeah. Cruise director like Julie on the Love Boat, or a stewardess, but I was too short. It could have been tattooed. Oh, you guys are killing me. Airlines have luggage delivery jobs for people. Yeah, we have Cleveland Hopkins is real close by. I do a lot of commercial real estate. Oh, commercial would be better. Yeah, the residential, I never get out of the truck. They take. Oh, that's cool. I'll have to hit you up on that. I was recruited to be a stewardess. Was sitting down, but showed up training, and I was only 5'1". If you get a job at a Maserati dealer, you get a discount. That's right, Steve. I don't think I could fit in the Maserati. Well, the stock market guys, some of the groups, they always say when they follow a stock, they say, it's not enough to buy a Lamborghini. So they're all about Lamborghinis, Lambos. Um, but Maserati, I don't know why he wants why his girlfriend wants him to get a Maserati. I don't even know how much a Maserati costs. Substitute teacher? No. No, I don't think I would want to deal with that. Plus, I think you have to have some credentials. They're getting a little more stricter about that, and I don't want to, have to do that. No, Todd, you're not going to get no the wages around here. If I'm just looking for a temporary position, like it's 18 bucks, 18, 19 bucks an hour. That's it. Now, if I wanted to do full time or I wanted to do something different, yeah, but 18, 19, is it worth doing that a couple days a week? I don't know. But at least tax wise, theoretically, it shouldn't hurt me too bad. So I don't know. It might work. Do retired folks care if it's the weekend? Nope, we do not. We don't care one bit. The only thing that we as retirees have to remember is garbage day. That's really the only thing that we have to do because that only comes around once a week. And if you miss it, you got to take your garbage somewhere else or wait another week. And that's when things get filled up, you put it in your neighbor's can. So buy a used Maserati. The worst car makes one of the worst car makes for depreciation. Yeah. Yeah, Dashing, we're talking about Dwayne. He mentioned my name and about getting a Maserati. Um, and I'm not sure why, because you must think I have money or something. And I know he's got more money than I do because he showed us. Most part-time jobs. Yeah, Todd, I would think so because you're over by the national park or something, right? And minimum wage is, yeah, because in summer, right? Because kids are out of school and all that, so there's a lot more people around. That's right. 6 Saturdays and 1 trash day is exactly right. Do you have days where you feel bored? Good question, Woods. No. No, no, and no. Um, I'm one of those people that could, um, I could, I could just take a book or just go sit out on the deck or go take a walk, and I it's your mind. It's if your mind can keep processing and doing things and staying active, you're never going to be bored. There's always something to do. It's just amazing all the things that are out there to do. It's just that you have to apply yourself. Your mind has to be constantly thinking about things, what to do, how to do it. Um, I know I sometimes when I wake up at night and then I try to fall back asleep, the mind is spinning. And then I get those weird dreams when you're in that stage one sleep or whatever they call that. But no, not for me. 206 Maserati Grand. Oh my God, that's a lot of money. Exactly right about garbage. That's right, Stephen. Lynn Evans, where have you been? You're lucky you did. Now, maybe I'm assuming that you weren't here. Lynn Evans, if you moved to Carmel, we were very busy even with my husband retired. He has no idea when he had time to work. And that's true. But I have to tell you, and I'll be honest with you, I have gotten really lazy. Um, I don't know. I don't know why. I've gotten lazy. I mean, I know why, because I don't have to do anything. And I'm taking advantage of every minute of that. Tesla has Maserati speed. Oh, yeah. You haven't worked since you retired. A boring day at home is better than a good day at work. Man, Aldo, you got that right. Hey, good night, Wayne in Texas. Yeah, we're going to be getting off of here. I try to fall asleep, but when the mind starts spinning, there's no chance I'll be sleeping right. It just happens to me. Like I'll wake up, I don't know, for whatever reason. I get a thing on my phone or some notification or something that just wakes me up. And I might check that and then find out, of course, it's nothing. And then I'll go back to sleep and the wheels will just start turning and it's crazy. Long, cold Ohio winters tend to make, Joseph, and that's what I was going to say in the video too. If I do a video about this, is this is my second winter, and I'm not good with it right now. It just really, I mean, the first summer off in 47 years I had was last summer, and it was constant outside, constant walking, constant doing things I wanted to do. I built the barn, I cleaned a bunch of stuff up. I mean, got the garden going, and then all of a sudden it's 20 degrees and you're locked in the house, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it's like it's different. It's like you went from 50 miles an hour down to 5, and it's just different. And then it's day after day of gray skies, and there's no light in December. It's just dark, and yeah, it's just I thought I would be better this winter, and I wasn't. I wasn't better at all. So I'm hoping I figure it out, and maybe like Joseph, maybe like you, I should say. Maybe I got to go to Florida. If you got a sleeping bag, I can sleep over there. No, I don't want to drive downtown for Browns games or Indians games. I don't want to deal with the hassle of downtown. I've done enough driving down there, and last winter was so much warmer in Toledo. You were outside. Yeah, last winter was. This winter just sucked. I just wasn't really happy about it. Robert's active retirement. How you doing? It's not bad for the wintertime's not bad for the first month or so, but it's like now we're into March already, and they're still talking 30s. So what? We went December, January, February. Now we're into March, and it's like stop, just stop already. I might be a snowbird. I'll tell you what. Not good at doing winter. Yeah, yeah. Well, you're in California. You don't have to worry about it. Yeah, Columbus always seems versus Cleveland because you're down what 200 miles or something or whatever it is 100 miles, and further south you go, obviously it's a little bit better. Even from Akron to Cleveland wasn't as bad. Akron was actually pretty good. So you're doing good. Robert's active retirement, good. T-shirt is Indians, not Cherokee like me though. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't remember when I bought this. Hey Jerry, thank you for coming by. I know we're supposed to be out of here, but we've been on and off 3 times already. I've actually lost track of time. Do your kids live nearby? I have one daughter left. One passed in 2020 from ovarian cancer at 34. She was our oldest. The other one's a Cleveland firefighter. She just got married November 22nd of last year, and she's pretty local still. So, and that's it for it. No grandkids, and she's not planning on having any. So, you, Stephen, we usually leave the country for a warmer climate for 6 months a year. That's a good deal. If you can do that, that's good. Stop complaining about stuff because someday you're not going to be around to complain about it. That's true. Oh yeah, Joseph, I believe it. You'd be amazed how much a couple of weeks of sunshine and 70 degrees. I believe that. Trust me, I believe it. I was just watching again. I talk about Steve's, but Steve was just in Virginia, and he just had 70 degrees the other day. He's out in his short sleeves. He said it was like 60 or yesterday when he did the video. We have blue skies, the birds are chirping, and I'm like, man, and I'm looking outside, and it's gray, and it's 30 degrees, and I'm like, man, I need something. Who's the purple guy with no name? I don't know. All right, Ed, see you. Geez, I thought we'd be dropping. We picked up 8 people in the past 5 minutes. Yeah, dashing. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's tough. Yeah, that's really tough. And and that's part MT Head 26. First retirement winter for you. Good. I need to visit Buzz in the summer when it gets to 120 here. You're more than welcome to come on down or come on up, whatever. We leave for winter in October and return. Oh, that's good, Eliza. That's good. It's cold here in Wisconsin, and I get outside every day. No, I do. I get outside too. Don't get me wrong. I don't spend the whole day in the house. I'll get out, feed the birds, and all that stuff. But the gray skies and the ice and the snow just drags on you after a while. It's just you want to see the sunshine. You want to feel a warm breeze coming through. It makes all the difference. How come Andre doesn't have a screen name? I don't know how you can get it unless it's blacked out. Minnesota's former goofy wrestling governor moved to Mexico because it's cheap to live there. There's somebody else that was telling me that she just moved. Oh, and I think it was like last year she was telling me that she was making the move to Mexico, but she was real frugal and hopefully she's got no problems. So I haven't heard from her. Hopefully the banditos didn't get her. Hey, Bobby, thank you. We'll see you. What happened from the frozen session? I don't know. We had 2 frozen sessions. I don't know if you were in there for all, but I thought you were. What happened? I don't know. I think it was my internet, but I don't know for sure. But I think it was my internet, my cheap ass $40 T-Mobile internet. I could go back to Cox Cable, which they had a pretty reliable internet, but that's $30 more a month. I really don't want to sacrifice that money just for cable, just for internet. Your young daughter passed away many years ago. She was killed by a drunk driver back home in England. I'm sorry, I didn't know that. Yeah, that sucks. That really sucks too. I mean, yeah, there's more to my story too, but because she passed in Vegas and we couldn't even get there because it was during COVID. She didn't die of COVID, but we couldn't even get there because they had shut the city down and when she was having trouble and it was just it was tough. It was really tough. Hey, Rich, we'll see you. You fed the birds today, froze my hands off. So glad you're still here. I just got back from the gym. A quick workout on the elliptical. So how many miles you go, Angela? How many miles? If it's under 5, don't tell me. T-Mobile, Noreen, they're. I don't think it's like you could ask them why did I lose internet for 5 minutes, and they're gonna go, I don't know. It. The Verizons, the T-Mobiles, and the stuff like that, those internets, I just don't think they've got it all down. I think there's always going to be problems, and I can deal with that for $30 savings a month. I guess I can deal with that, but not during our lives. Okay, so you weren't here earlier, Lynn. Yeah, we had a lot of problems. I did, I should say. Fiber is king for internet, right? So AT&T guys stopped at the house in September, I think, and I was sitting outside on the steps talking to 3 guys, and they basically tried telling me that the AT&T fiber lines have actually strung past my house, and people downstream are using it. And they said they'll hook up. Probably I'll be hooked up by October, November. Well, it's March, and I haven't heard anything from AT&T. I'd like to see how much your fiber costs. At least get the introductory deal for a year or something, if they offer one, and then switch back to T-Mobile maybe. Southeast Wisconsin checking in. Give me time for another old fashioned. You got the high winds. Yeah, I have I don't know if you guys seen my summertime videos. I have like a little green tent. Um, that's supposed to be like a greenhouse, and I put my plants in there in the spring, and that thing just it's torn off. I got to fix that tomorrow from the winds we had yesterday. Oh, you got a Mint Mobile ad? Okay. If you called T-Mobile, they would say it was a glitch. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Gary with 2 R's are exactly right. No, it's funny because if you guys remember Super Bowl Sunday, my black box that I had, which was the original box that I got from T-Mobile, it went bad. And I did that little short or something on it. And I went to T-Mobile, and there's a white one. You've probably seen it if you go to Sam's Club. They're selling this white one, and I guess that's the upgraded model. And the guy was taking so long to hook it up. I finally walked over to him and I said, "What's going on?" He says, "This box won't work." I said, you just took it out of the box, brand new. He goes, yeah, I know. So this is that lowest bidder crap again. I can tell you right now, that's how they're doing this. They're just lowest bidder. And when the boxes are going to fail, the internet's not going to connect all the time. And that's just life as it is right now. The Christmas cards are gone from the top shelf. That's because, look, it's in a special place now. It's in a special place. Now, where's the other one? I can't turn around. I'm too old. I think it's up there somewhere. The other one's up there somewhere. I don't remember. Hopefully, I won't strain my neck here. I'll blame you guys. No, I'll blame Vicky on her birthday month. It's around here somewhere. I just saw it, but I'm not going to get up. I'm too lazy. I'll try to look in the. Well, it's not by the Sea Glass book. I saw the Super Bowl fine with my antenna. Well, that's right. This year, but trust me, the coming years, you're going to pay. Trust me. Everything's going to pay. Pay cable or whatever. Omni Fiber plan for 55. First year in Catawba Island. Oh, that's cool. And, out there, that's probably tough getting some type of fiber line. Is that under the lake then, or you're on the, when you're saying Catawba Island, are you saying mainland? Because you got South Bass, Middle Bass, and North Bass, right? So um, it's not technically an island, Lisa. I just can't remember. AT&T is expensive, paying $90 a month. Oh, wow. Yeah, see, Vicky, Mrs. Buzz is purging the studio. Now she has moved some stuff around. We sent a man to the moon on the back of the lowest bidder. Yeah, exactly. Nah, but hey, not good at anything. Just like with your truck, the stuff they made back then was good stuff, not this crap that they make now. And if you guys, I said this before, but what's her name? Nicole. Uh, Not mornings with Nicole, but happy with Nicole, or I just can't even remember it. She did a video. It's called I'll say not the S word. I'll say what is C. The crapification of everything. If you get a chance, check that video out. She hits it. She hits it on the head. What's happening in today's society? Are you going to do 31 lives this month for me? Yes, I will do that. Yes, the mainland. Okay, Liz. I just couldn't place because that's where everybody's fishing out there off the parking lot near there. Are they still? You still see the guys and girls out there? T-Mobile internet didn't work for me. Had to go to comp. Yeah, I'm just wondering. I was when I walked out of here after I had this problem. I told Mrs. Buzz we might be going back to Cox Cable internet. Um, I'm not very good at getting poor service. I I don't have patience. Uh, I have to admit we had some fun chats going on during. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go and see if I can see those. Hopefully YouTube saved them. Yeah, it was on Tubi. Yeah, Captain Billy. I didn't know that. I just think that they're trying to get everything. It started with Thursday night football going on Prime, Amazon Prime. Then they had like the Ohio State game. There was Ohio State game against I think it was the first or second game of the playoffs. It wasn't on regular TV or something. Um, I can't remember now, but I had to actually go on a pirate channel to watch it, which I know I don't do that, but I watched it on a pirate channel, and because I wanted to see the game, and I didn't want to pay for a one-time cost for an app or something. The heck with that. And it's going to come more and more. Trust me. According to Nicole, thank you, 280 Zone. Yes, guys, check out that video. That's I thought it was one of her. I don't watch all of her stuff, I'll be, truthful with you. I don't watch all of her stuff, but that one just really hit me because everything, like I said, everything she says is on point, and we've all been there. Trust me. Yeah, Cox cable for internet, right, Angela? We had that too, and for the most part, we're fine with it. We were fine with it, but the cost $70 versus 40 that I'm paying now, or 41.50 or something like that, $42. Pirate Channel. That's Captain Billy's channel. No, if you I happened to see it on Cost Cutters. I wrote it down, and I'm not going to tell you here, but I wrote it down on cord cutters on Facebook. You're not even allowed to mention it, but somebody had mentioned it, and maybe somebody from this group. I don't know. We won't get into that, but I wrote that down, and it was perfect. I mean, there was no announcers. So it was just a feed from the camera with no announcers or nothing, which was fine by me. And it was a direct feed of the game. And it was really interesting to see. No, it's not a fire stick. No, 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 no. It was just something on the internet that you can get. The first game, Ohio State beat Tennessee. I just don't remember what game it was, to tell you the truth. But I know it wasn't on ESPN. It wasn't on um, any of the network channels. Where was it though? Netflix, maybe? Maybe it was on Netflix. Could that be possible? Because it was something, or it was Peacock or something. It was something I didn't have, and I wasn't going to sign up just to watch the game. So this cord cutters on Facebook, somebody had mentioned this, and they got admonished for it too. And I said, "Let me write that down," and it worked out really good. Your sanity is worth 30 now. I'm too cheap. No, I can steal anything sports, whatever game I want. Thanks, Reddit. Yeah, exactly. But all right, Noreen, thank you. Yeah, we're gonna get off here. It's Captain Billy's keeping me going. That's the problem. Um, yeah, that's what I'm saying. 536-821-837-5309. The Super Bowl and the World Series will be on a pay channel, and eventually that's going to happen. Mark my words. My father-in-law always said, "Mark my words," and he usually wasn't wrong. All right, Nancy. I might have watched the Bengals games that way. Yeah, you may or may not have, right? It depends on who's listening. Has the Super Bowl been on yet this winter? No, Vicky, it should be on your birthday. I think it's March 21st or 24th or something like that. Hey, Cassandra, see ya. My father had a wood burning stove and kept the whole house warm in the winter. Oh, that's nice. I get a couple of people have told me um, that they're burning wood and stuff. But the problem with us is we keep our bedroom doors closed because of the cats and stuff. And we have a fireplace, but anytime we put it on, the other rooms get cold. So it's kind of an issue with us. But would be great. All right, retired 2019. Thank you. Yeah, I know your birthday's the whole month. I know, I know, I know. Okay, it is. We've been on an hour and 30, and I don't even know how long we were on the other one. So, for you 127 people that have stuck by, I appreciate you. Uh, Browns play the Panthers in the Super Bowl next week. That's right. Tell Vicky that. Yeah, that's right. All right, guys. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you taking the time. I appreciate you finding me for the third time. That's just crazy. Hopefully, that's not going to happen to us again. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And God willing, we'll be back here next Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time to continue with our shenanigans. Dave Cobb, Nice to see you. Corey, how you doing? And again, I appreciate you being here. Lisa, Carl. Um, you guys are, I tell you what, I really like this group we have here. It's really nice. It's a special group, let me tell you. I really appreciate it. Jersey Mike's. Yeah, John Jay, you're right. Jersey Mike's is expensive too, though. That's the only problem. But that's where she gets her gluten free. So see you, Lynn. See you, Steve. Thank you for being here, MacGyver. No mo. Hopefully you got that email to me. 538-621-837-5309. Thank you. Captain Billy, they were here last week. You came late last week, so they're one up on you. See you, Kathy N. Rick, take care. Jersey Smiles, double points. That's right, Tuesday night. I might do that. But we had that pizza. That was $65, so I might be tapped out for a couple of weeks. Hey, Dashing, we'll see you. No, she tried Domino's gluten free. She didn't like it at all. Nope. Match Point QS. Hello and goodbye. You love no drama channels. Nope, we don't do drama. We don't do politics. The only thing that we kind of move a little bit weird on is Captain Billy. But, there's one in every crowd. What are you going to do? See, he's special, says on his helmet. Yeah, $65 for pizza. We had big pizza, and then she has her gluten-free, and then we had 10 wings. 65 is not uncommon in this area for pizza, for good pizza. Not uncommon at all. There's we got it from Giovanni's, which is, I love the owner of Giovanni's. He does a great job. That's a franchise, I think, but he does a great job. And then we have Geppetto's. You probably heard, maybe you've heard of Geppetto's. They're not too far away, and they do good too. They do a good job, but everything's up there. The costs are just crazy. Yorktown, where it was 70, you had to keep saying 70, huh? While I'm sitting and freezing my rear end off in Cleveland. AJW, we'll see you. Angela Land, he does ride the special bus. Yes. That short one, I think it is. And beverages and tax and tip. Crazy. Just opened the Domino's at Pearl and Snow. Is under really? Pearl and Snow. That's down by, wasn't there on the one corner of Pearl and Snow was a temp agency at the bottom? I tell you, hey, Captain Billy, check this out. It was either there, I think it was there. We were coming up Snow going east. And that's a hill. It's kind of a hill coming down Snow there. And a big tractor truck tire was bouncing, rim and all, down the road. And we just watched it. We were in our van, I think, and we watched this thing coming down the road. And I told Mrs. Buzz, I said, look at that. And it kept coming across the intersection, bounced up and hit the car in the windshield in front of us. And I mean, you talk about crazy. That was one of those, geez, I wish I had the camera on, right? And they were okay. They got scared and stuff, but it cracked the windshield. It kind of veered off, but they scared the crap out of them. But that was nuts. Large pizza costs $179 if you make it at home. Huh. I don't know. $179 seems cheap. Okay, so all right, guys, thank you. I appreciate it. And we will talk to you next Saturday. You can always email me, dial me up. I got a few people that dial me up on my number. Let's see if I have somebody right now. Yeah, let's see if it's. I got a voicemail from somebody, but I don't know who. But anyway, we will talk to you next Saturday. King Wicked One, take care. Sherry, take care. Will there be a fourth live? Only with you and me. How's that? Because it's your birthday month. So I think we should have a live every night for your birthday month. Do you agree? And maybe we'll invite Captain Billy as a referee, huh? All right. See you guys. Take care. Good thing I ate already.